Today, an Idaho judge temporarily blocked the release of some records related to the Brian Kohberger case. Plus, hear the concerns raised about Kohberger by a professor before the murders.
Temperatures are climbing. We're shooting for the 90s by the weekend.
We knew we were going to have a crowd. We knew there was interest in it.
It's been nearly a week since the Sunset Fire sparked northeast of Athol, burning thousands of acres and forcing more than 200 from their homes. Tonight, the community gets some answers about where things stand. Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We start tonight with the latest update on the Sunset Fire burning northeast of Athol along Lake Pend Oreille. It's burned more than 3,200 acres so far, and level 3 go now evacuations are still in place for the entire Ponderosa neighborhood. However, within the last few hours, crews have lifted level 1 evacuations for Bayview. The fire is still 0% contained, and we know at least 20 structures, 6 of which were homes, have been destroyed. It's been almost a week since that fire sparked, forcing hundreds to evacuate their homes. And tonight, fire officials held a meeting to share the latest information. And that's where we find KREM 2's Cody Proctor, who is in the room tonight.
Right behind me is North Summit Church here in Sandpoint. Just hours ago, hundreds of people came here to find out the most recent information about the Sunset Fire burning nearby. And there were so many people, they actually had to move locations. Close to 500 people crowded the rooms and hallways of Sandpoint's North Summit Church for Monday night's community meeting. Incident Commander Joe Sampson says he's not surprised by the turnout, especially with the amount of people impacted by the Sunset Fire.
There's currently about 250 residents in go evacuation. There's more than 500 other residents in the set stage.
According to fire officials, the fire, located near Athol along Lake Pend Oreille, has burned more than 3,200 acres as of Monday night. Sampson says one thing making it tough for fire crews is the steep terrain and the fuels.
We're in North Idaho. It's heavy timber. There's a lot of fuels. We are in August. I would call this normal for mid to late August in North Idaho as far as fire behavior.
At last check, Sampson says the fires torched more than 20 structures, 6 of which were homes. To help fire crews, Selkirk Fire Chief Jeff Armstrong declared an open burning extinguishment order for the area impacted by the Sunset Fire, as well as areas under the ready evacuation level or higher. That means any fire considered to be open burning needs to be put out immediately, including campfires.
Extinguishment order will help keep the public from having to interface and interfere with our firefighters and their operations, even though it's inadvertent and not malicious.
While it's not clear when crews will get a handle on the fire, Sampson recommends people listen to evacuation orders and stay out of the area for both their safety and the safety of firefighters. Right now, the cause of the fire still remains under investigation. In Sandpoint, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
Meantime, crews downgraded evacuations for a lot of the area near the Crescent Road fire in Lincoln and Spokane counties. That fire has burned at least 880 acres and is 27% contained tonight. Investigators are still working to figure out what sparked that fire. All right, on that note, let's talk weather right now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legui is joining us live in the Outdoor Weather Center. Jeremy, we had a little bit of rain on Saturday, which hopefully helped those firefighters up there, but it's all sunshine from here on out, it looks like.
Yeah, it's back to hot, sunny over the next few days, but it doesn't look like we have any wind to contend with just yet. We still sit at 70 degrees today. That was after climbing into the low 80s a little bit earlier. Currently, those temperatures are falling. We're near 70 across much of the region, but with a lack of cloud cover and really not much going on overhead, it is likely those temperatures just keep dropping. We have a low sitting just off the coast, and even though it looks very similar to what we saw a week ago, or even a week before that, it's a different story. What's down to our south is actually headed our way, and you're going to start to notice that tomorrow. We wake up to temperatures in the upper 50s, but by tomorrow afternoon, we're in the mid to upper 80s across the entire inland northwest. It's going to be another warm one, temperatures approaching 90 degrees in some locations, and we stay there Wednesday and Thursday as well. It's a hot, sunny few days before we head into an even hotter weekend, and I'll walk you through that in the full forecast.
Sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. New tonight, the city of Spokane announced it is allocating $7.5 million for 9 affordable housing projects and programs. According to the city, 4 of those projects will feature new constructions accounting for 95 new units of mixed income housing. For a full breakdown of those numbers and what organizers are receiving funding for those projects, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. A Spokane man now faces charges for a kidnapping and assault that led to a SWAT situation on Spokane's South Hill last week. After police say he kidnapped his ex-girlfriend. Court records show officers responded to Green Street and Sprague Avenue on Thursday night, where they found a man lying in the street with broken bones and a brain bleed. Court records show he tried to confront Gudgel about harassing the female victim and was beaten and then run over twice. The female victim, his ex, said Gudgel beat her friend and then kept her in his house, where she says he hit and raped her. Gudgel's bond was set at $250,000. He could face life in prison. Washington State is under a deadline to end its sanctuary policies. The Department of Justice sent letters to the governor and mayor of Seattle, giving them until tomorrow to respond. The letters warn state and city policies may be obstructing federal law. The DOJ is threatening investigations, civil or criminal action, and the loss of federal funding.
I viewed that as a threat against the governor, a threat against me, a threat against mayors in Washington who are simply doing their jobs and following Washington law.
Governor Bob Ferguson and other state leaders are expected to hold a press conference about this in Olympia coming up tomorrow. Washington and 19 other states are suing the Trump administration over restrictions on federal grant money for crime victims. The suit alleges the administration is improperly withholding hundreds of millions of dollars to force states to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement. The states are asking a federal judge to strike down the conditions. The grant money helps crime victims with things like medical bills, funeral costs, counseling, and emergency shelter. And that'll do it for your night beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. All right, don't go to bed just yet. Post Falls Public Schools setting the pace for early age literacy across the state. But first, another high-stakes meeting for President Trump as President Zelensky looks to broker a peace deal in Ukraine.